Hey everybody, this is Tambien and I'm back with another third-party Transformers video review. And this time I have Warbotron WB01-E Fierce Attack. He's also known as Onslaught, so this is Warbotron's version of him. So as you can see, this box is way bigger than the normal Warbotron boxes. It's actually two of the regular boxes turned on their side, so that's how big this guy is. So as normal with our Warbotron boxes, we have this cardboard sleeve around it with that's gray and has the artwork and stuff. So you can see on here, you can see the full version of Warbotron right here, and then Fierce Attack, and then him in his vehicle mode. If you look at the side, you got, you know, his name up here, and then you come to the back and you have that large artwork right here, where if you take all the boxes and you stack them on top of each other, then you have a comic version of Warbotron right here, and this is the top portion of it. So, and then you come right here, and then there's another little Warbotron logo right here, and so let's go ahead and get this sleeve off. Let's see if we have any luck with this. It's probably easier just to maybe. Sleeves sometimes are a little hard to get off. Okay, we'll go the opposite direction then. Alright, so here's him outside of the sleeve. Sorry, I had to do that off camera because it was being a little pesky, so did that off camera, and then you have this right here, and you know, it's a nice purple box, and you can see the figure already in here, and he is in his vehicle mode, and then you can see his feet and some other things. Then you have this picture here again, and then on the side right here, you know, like normal, there's nothing right there. You come back here and you have the frame art of him in both his truck mode and in his robot mode. And then right here you have his rank and such. He's a staff sergeant and all that stuff. So I'm trying to remember if on the back of the other ones, if they had him, if they had each one for the combined mode. I don't remember. Alright, so let's go ahead and get him out of the box and we'll check him out. Alright, so here we have Fierce Attack out of his packaging and in his vehicle mode. So there's a lot of stuff that comes in this thing. So I'll start off with, I guess, the paperwork first. So you get the instructions, which are a pretty big sized instructions. I assume that's way larger than 11 by 17. I don't actually know what size paper that is, but you have your combined mode, you have your trucks, you have your robot modes, you have a lot of stuff in here. Unfortunately, it does not really show how to make the launch pad for Airburst. I've seen some pictures of it, I've tried it myself, I can't really get it to stay together. It's probably unofficial anyways, so I'm not really going to focus on that. Then you do get the full comic book right here. You get that full comic because the only the first two actually came with a comic book, so you get the whole thing right here, and it's really nice. The artwork's really nice in it. It's really nice. And then it actually shows some of, you know, like if you look in here, you can see actually some of the, I think it's the Technobots coming through, and you can see those guys right there. So those are the ones that are next. I've already got one of them right now, and I know that there's two of them to be out real soon. Some of the companies that are already overseas already have them. So did come with these replacement pieces. These are actually replacements for the ratchets for the legs, or for the feet, for the ankle tilts. Then it comes with these two pieces right here, and these are actually part of his side skirt. They actually go right here. I don't really like them. They don't fit on that well, so I generally don't use them, especially in this mode right here. You have to use them for his robot mode, but oh, I did miss his card. So he does have his little card, his little TechSpec card. So he does have a 6 for strength, he has a 5 for skill, and a 4 for intelligence. So, and then the other replacement piece that it comes with is it comes with a replacement chest for Airburst, which it fixes the ratchet that's in here. There was actually no ratchet in the original one. It was just a kind of a friction thing. So if you turn it while it was in combined mode, it made a really loud squeaking noise. And I think that this is the replacement that makes it into a ratchet. So, gosh, he comes with so many pieces. He comes with these little, his feet, which actually kind of make tank looking things. So the best way to do that is to actually pop these off, and these are hard to pop off. These are actually really, really hard. And then you flip these forward, and you can make a tank out of it, or you can just leave it like that and have it like that. So it doesn't really matter. It's feet. So then you have his combiner hands, which are really, really nice. They have a lot of articulation in them. They're nice and beefy. They actually have a joint right here, but it's next to impossible to bend, because I haven't been able to, and I don't want to break anything on it, so I just tend to leave it alone. Then he comes with his large gun, which for some odd reason, some of these pieces they can move around. So his handle can pop off. It can attach right here. So I don't know if maybe you can make a kind of a smaller gun like that. Not really sure. Generally, I just leave it in this larger mode. And then he comes with this is the chest piece for the combined mode. And then he comes with these double barrels for the back, and it's also the back for him, and it's the back for combined mode also. So it comes with that. And then it also comes with this flatbed trailer type thing, which become the legs for combined mode. But you can take and combine some of these things together. So you can take this, and you see these two tabs right here and these two holes right here. You can take and kind of clamp them on there. If that doesn't work for you that well, then what you can also do is you can take and flip these up like this, and then you can clamp it on right there. And that's what I tend to do normally, is to clamp it on right there, because that's how it's clamped on in the box. So now you can do different things with this. You can put heavy noisy on the back here. He fits really nicely, and I'll show you that off in just a little bit. But I'm gonna finish this up. So you take these right here and you flip these down, and they can go right here. And then this piece right here, actually, if you look at this, you see there's a hole, and then there's a little post right here. So you can take this and post that into there, and then you can go like this, and then you take this and then put that right there, and then it's kind of army truck mode. I don't know what they call this. They call it like a military version or something. But you have that, and then it's like you can even take these pieces and you can put them like this on here. They'll individually fit on there. And like I was saying before, you can take Heavy Noisy and you can put him on here. Kind of put him like that, and you can store him on the back, and you could trailer around with him. If you actually take these pieces and you bring them up just a little bit, and you don't have them underneath here, they're kind of hard to bring up. And you were to do something maybe like this, then this will actually turn a little bit. So it's almost kind of like you're turning, but I turned it too much and cracked it apart. So you have him like this, so that's nice. So we'll take all of this stuff off, and I'll show you more of how to transform this into the legs whenever we do the combined video. But right now, this is for the truck mode, and for him, this is all that this is used for, really. Alright, so to get him into robot mode, actually first before I do that, let me show you some of the stuff off. These can actually open up, so you can flip that open. It has some really nice paint apps on them. These are actually in clear plastic right here, so you have, and then you have paint right here. The wheels are really nice. They're not tabbed in correctly, but there. Move that out a little bit. He has a little bit of a problem where some of the wheels don't touch sometimes, where he's only pivoting on two, but it's not a big deal. I don't keep him in this mode, and I probably never will. The only thing that you really don't have on here is, the tail lights, but it's mainly because, transformation, there's nothing to use for that. Alright, so starting transformation, first of all, we're going to put that down. And then next, what we're going to do is we're just going to flip these up and then take and flip these down. And these are going to make the feet. So you flip that down, and you push this down right here, and then that fills in that hole. And you take this, and then this makes the heel. So, you flip these up, and that makes the heel. And then generally with these pieces, what you want to do is you want to take off the top piece, because that becomes side skirt later. And then you just take and you have these facing up. So, and then what you do is you take this and you flip this down, and you see there's a couple of things in here. You can see this hole, and there's a tab right there, then there's this tab, and there's a hole. And generally when you have that in truck mode, both of those go in together. So you want to flip these down, flip this down like that. Alright, so then with it like that, then next you want to do is you want to extend the legs. So you're basically going to grab here and just extend those legs like that. And this is it. This is extended all the way. There we go. And you can pull these apart. And the mechanism in here isn't all that great for that sliding up and down. It kind of doesn't really lock in place very well. So, alright, so we have that. Then we come up here. And we want to work here. So we're going to take these and flip these up. and there's nothing tabbing this into place. So you just flip these up, and then you take and flip this down like that. And then next, what you want to do is you want to come here, and you're going to take this like this, but you have to kind of be careful. You have to go like this. Okay, you can see it, and then go around all this stuff. And it's kind of tricky sometimes, so you just want to be careful. And you bring that down like that, and kind of extend these arms out, and you can flip. Oh, I think that's just for combined mode, so it's fine like that. So then what you want to do is, oh, actually you just leave it like that. Sorry. Okay, flip that down, and then this part that a lot of people don't like is that right there, that noise. You get these squeaking noise right here. And then with all this, you then take and you rotate. There's a couple of joints back here, and you gotta rotate this so you can see it. I can't get it to go. But it basically, you take it and you go over this. You just want to be careful with these because some of these panels are a little small, and you just go over like that, and then you tab that into there like that. You just want to be careful with this guy. Okay, rotate that around. Alright, so let's turn them around, and we got to get a couple things out of here. So first thing we want to do is we'll just pop these arm things open, and his hands are in here. So then you rotate out his hands, and then close that up. I never realized that. Sorry, I just saw something in there that I'd never noticed before. Push this down, and you can undo this and then push that out a little bit. Okay, so the next we got to get the head out. So back here, flip this out, and you can see the combiner head already. So you flip that down, and then you flip up his head. And you want to close this back up again. So, and then you have Fierce Attack's head there, and pretty much he's transformed now. So you have all this stuff, and then you just have these last pieces right here, these side skirt pieces, and basically you fold the tab and then tab that into here. So like that. And there's Fierce Attack. So he's actually not that bad of a character. I know there's a few things with his articulation that there's an issue with, especially the forward and back of this right here. I don't know if I can stick some kind of plastic lubricant in there or something and keep it from doing that. I'd have to look into that. There's all kinds of different joints on this thing that don't even make sense. I know that they're not for combination mode. That's weird. I don't know what that's for. Alright, so we have all that. So then once you have that, then you can take and rotate this, and there are these 4 pegs right here. You just want to peg that onto the back. Pegged in on one side, it didn't peg in on the other. There we go. The only problem is that makes them very, very back heavy. Him like that. I think that this is supposed to be, you're supposed to be able to transform it so he has a gun, whether it be a small gun. But it's really weird because you can't, there's no way to get it so that he can actually hang on to it, because see, it then pushes. This doesn't go all the way. Okay, there it goes. There's no way for him to grab onto it because then you have this in the way. So it doesn't make sense as a small gun for this guy, because he can't hold it, and he can't hold it in his alternate mode. He can't hold it in his combined mode because of this right here. So I don't really know. It does look cool like this, like a little gun, like a little machine gun or something, but I haven't figured out an application for it yet. And then the way that they made these guns with this tab right here, you can't even actually have him hold this either. So this gun is basically only used for his combined mode. And with the guns on his back, then he has no guns in his hand. So let's go ahead and get into his articulation. This may be a little hard to stomach, so hopefully we can get through this pretty good. So head's on a ball joint. You can go up and down, left and right. You can go you can go all the way around. Just was getting stuck on this side. He does have really nice light piping. You can see that in there. The arms, now this is kind of the part that a lot of people don't like, is the squeaking. So you have that, and that's really unfortunate. So then you come to the arms, and you have an outward motion like that. You have to untap this and then flick this piece out to actually get the arm up. And then he has 2 different joints in here. So he has 2 elbow joints. He has a joint right here and then a joint right here. This one looks like it may be ratcheted, but it's not. Then right above that you have the twist, and that's another noisy joint. Then you come down here to the hand. The hand can swivel, and then you have an open hand, but all the fingers are connected, so it doesn't really matter to me. And you come down here to the waist. He has a waist swivel like that, and then you have these little flaps can flip up so you can be unhindered with the legs, and it'll go all the way back too. And then this will flip up so you can be unhindered with this, but then it does get hindered by this little knob right here in the leg, so you can only go up about that far. There is a twist right here. Then you have your knee joint like that, and it's a really nice ratchet. Then you come down here to the feet. You can twist the feet, you can bend the feet up and down. You can do the same thing with the heel. You can twist the heel, you can bend it up and down. So that'll pretty much do it for his articulation. So, I know a lot of people have been complaining of QC issues on this guy. I've transformed him a few times. I know that there's things that I said that I didn't notice on here, but I have transformed him a few times. I've put him into combined mode. I haven't noticed any stress marks. I've just been really careful with them. So I don't see it. I haven't really watched a lot of other videos. I know that with the shoulder joints and then the twisting on the arms, those are kind of annoying, but I haven't noticed anything breaking. I know a lot of people in my Transformers group, they actually wanted to see mine before they determined whether they wanted to buy it or not, just because they've heard about so many QC issues. But with mine, maybe I just got lucky or something. I bought it right when it came out from Big Bad Toy Store. So this is a first release. I can't say that it's like a second release or something, or a fix. I know I'm putting it out really late, but it is a first release figure. So I don't know. I'm not experiencing a lot of issues with stress marks, with quality control. I know that for combined mode, there was one thing on there that it didn't show, and I'll explain this in the combined mode video so you can see it, but there's a panel that actually uncovers the combiner port, and the instructions just show you flipping this panel up, but you actually have to flip this out and then flip the panel up because it gets caught right here. And I didn't do that the first time, and I almost broke it off. But I saw what I was doing, and I fixed it. So that was the only thing that I really had an issue with. One more place that I had stress marks were when I was trying to make the launch pad. And basically what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take the gun, and you're supposed to take it and connect it in right here. And you're supposed to push it into here, and I got some stress marks on that area, and I actually didn't get it on that one. I got it on this one, so you can see right here I got a stress mark on there. Oh, maybe, yeah, here we go, stress mark. So that's the only place that I got stress marks at. So I don't really know where everybody's coming from. I have stress marks all over it, and I don't know. Like I've said one more time, I haven't really had any issues with him. If you're worried about issues with this guy, don't be. He seems pretty solid to me. A lot more solid than that Throttlebot combiner with wide load. He seems more fragile than this guy does. So if you're worried about QC issues, if you're worried about braking, if you're worried about those things, like I've always stated in all my third-party videos, just be careful and be mindful of what you're doing. If you start pulling on something and it's not going, look around at it. Try to figure out why it's not going, and then go for it. And if after then you can't figure it out, watch a video or two. They'll really help you out. I know a lot of people got these early, and that actually helped me out with my combined mode, because there was things on there that I didn't understand, and I'll explain that on that too. So I'm being long-winded right now. This is pretty much it for Fierce Attack. If you do enjoy this video, please click that like button. Don't forget to check out all my other videos, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. This has been Tambiota, and I'll see you guys next time.